okay, you know, normally I let this sit for a little bit longer, but I'm a little peeved now. I go ahead and decide I'm going to randomly stream, right? And for the first time since I moved here, they are mowing the lawn at this hour. Why? Are you fucking kidding me? I've never ever seen them do this before, like, fucking... Or never seen them do it after, like, 10 a.m. And then here I am, I go ahead and stream at 1:15, and it's just like, I hear it revving up out there. I'm like, you know what? Fine. I see how it is. I'm doing construction in my fucking parking lot as well. I was gonna do one yesterday, but it was just way too loud. Grass needs haircuts too, that's true. Well, good morning, everyone. You guys can probably hear him. I don't know, my microphone has been really weird lately, and so my gain is super low right now. So I don't know if you can hear him or not, but I'm a little annoyed. I'm a little annoyed. Play Call of Duty. I've already done all of the side stuff for the call missions. I don't really plan on playing it again. It's funny because I got all the Archon mods through transmutation and shit. I don't have anything to buy from Chipper's shop until either I want to get another Styanax for the wall, or alternatively I want to buy up his Archon shards. So that's a little bit rough. Better call Saul. Yeah, good morning, everyone. I don't have any particular goals in mind for this stream, which is not abnormal for any of the regular viewership here, I imagine. Sometimes we just kind of dick around, and that's it. We're 3 minutes in, so I think I'm allowed to say that without YouTube freaking the fuck out at me. That's why we have to wait for the first minute or two before I start talking, just to make sure I don't, you know, swear and then have YouTube show up at my door with a fucking armed assault squad. How does one level up Call Syndicate? I'm pretty sure it's each week that you complete a mission, it goes up in rank, but I'm not entirely sure. Morbius movie night was the peak of the Discord. I mean, I would imagine as much. I wasn't even there, right? Rough shit, rough shit. I'll go ahead. You're gonna just hear the fucking audio blaring for a second. I have to turn... I normally have to go ahead and just turn mute when running in background off, so that if I have to alt-tab to check something, it doesn't make your guys' like sound just immediately go out. Playing Minecraft, probably the best way to spend your time. Got the better version of the crystal thingy. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and switch. Go ahead and turn that off. I'm gonna go ahead and switch to in-game real quick. So you guys might notice there is no live reaction here, which is a little bit strange, right? We normally have one, and that's because I had a really awful idea the other day. You guys know my profile picture, right? We've been using the caracal for a while now. And so on my Discord, I had this really awful idea to just make my profile picture like front-facing and really fucked up. So I sent that idea to Rose, who drew the original profile picture, and she sent me back, A, the greatest piece of art I think I've ever received, but also B, she sent me this. So you guys are just gonna have to deal with this being on the bottom left of the screen. I think it's fucking hilarious. This turned out really fucking well, if you ask me. This was like exactly what I had in my head when I asked her to draw this. It was like the most fucked up. It's so fucking funny. So yeah, that's gonna be there. Cool Kid, can we get a Shabingus? I mean, I guess so. But yeah, I think this is pretty good. I think this is pretty good. I'm not really sure why people are it's so cursed, I love it. Yeah, that's the great thing about like having a friend that's also an artist, is you can be like, hey, I have this really awful idea, and they know you well enough that they can typically, you know, follow along, right? So fortunately, I haven't done today's sortie. I know that's everyone's favorite stream activity. Defense energy reduction just sounds really AIDS, to be honest with you guys. That sounds really opposite of fun. Why are you all surprised? Don't you follow him on Twitter? My Twitter account has like 6 followers, and I don't even fucking use it that often. I mean, I guess if we're getting an energy reduction, it's basically these two characters, right? That's how I'm feeling. I'll take Lavos. Hi there, welcome. We're having a bit of a moment, as is normal on the Cool Kid channel. So yeah, we're gonna do the sortie, and then I don't know, do whatever the fuck else. I know that the the old Warframe community's been a total shitstorm recently because people are fucking seething about the AoE changes. I don't know if you guys have seen, Sabuchi posted it over on his Twitter. It was showing the negative Steam reviews recently. Warframe's rating on Steam right now has plummeted in like recent reviews to like 25% positive. So it's in mostly negative territory, which I think is pretty fucking funny actually. It's like, damn. I said, I've mentioned this before AoE was changed. I've never really, like, abused it that much, so it didn't really affect me all that much. The only thing that I'm really sad about is that Felarx got caught in the crossfire because it has a low ammo reserve, and that got nixed from Merciless. So Felarx kind of got dunked on there, although its Incarnate form did get buffed. But otherwise, it's like, yeah, this doesn't really affect me. People are that annoyed to review bomb. Yeah, so what's really weird is that the review bombing is basically people accusing Digital Extremes, this is from the English-speaking side, because there are two sides to this, accusing Digital Extremes of being out of touch, which happens constantly. But it's like, this was something that the community had whined about for a while, so I'm kind of surprised. But even beyond that, there is, this is a conspiracy theory, but it is, I think it's got some credence. So there's also been a huge influx in negative reviews from the Chinese market for Warframe. Some of it has been, funnily enough, accusations of racism for nerfing Wukong, which I think is... I said on stream I didn't think they would stoop that low. Apparently they did. But what I think is even funnier is a lot of people were talking about the conspiracy that because Wukong let you play the game without playing the game, and China has limits on how long you can play video games for in a given day, people were using Wukong and then playing other games while the game played itself. I have no idea if that's true, but I thought the theory was really fucking funny. So I just thought I'd bring that up. I don't know why I keep infusing corrosive, by the way. It should be gas or heat. Incarnate Felarx is actually good now. Yeah, I played with it a bit, and surprisingly, the increase in base damage, I think it was from 6 to 700, wasn't huge, but the increase in projectile size was a pretty sizable bump. I was the one who said that. Thanks for the shout out. I had seen you said it, and then Link had talked about it as well, actually. They got Excalibur Umbra Prime. Like, come on, why are they complaining? Never underestimate how stupid people are. Yeah, you'd think, like I said, the AoE thing is something I'm kind of, like, I don't care about. I never abused Wukong. I never abused AoE. It didn't really affect me either way if it was going to happen or not. It's just really funny to see people get so mad. Especially because by the end of, like, the AoE, you know, debacle, as it were, I feel like because it didn't affect me, I was kind of disconnected from how serious of a problem it was becoming for other people. But after seeing some stuff on, like, the dev stream and whatnot of just how automated the game could become, like, okay, you know, like, maybe I don't play this way, but I can certainly see how this would be disruptive. Honestly, though, fuck playing Warframe in multiplayer. I feel like half the bugs in this game only crop up when you're with other people. Most sexist people on Earth been talking about Rebecca. I was actually talking with a coworker the other day. He's got a lot of international friends, because, you know, he's done some traveling and stuff like that. And he talked about how it was, like, in his experience, any Chinese gamer that he's met that is a guy is, like, a raging misogynist. So, I mean, obviously, I'm not trying to reinforce any harmful stereotypes, but I just thought that was really interesting. Because I had brought up the review bombing thing when we were talking about it, and I was like, you know, it seems to corroborate the sentiment that I've seen in the reviews of people getting really, really fucking mad and being like, wow, this is what happens when a woman runs my video game company. It's like, Jesus Christ, guys, calm down. So far, I honestly think that, like, I appreciate, especially that there seems to be much more of an effort for, communication with the community, with Rebecca's, like, letter shortly after Veilbreaker release talking about some things, but remember the rage about, yeah, TF2 fix its bugs, wait, not that one. I vaguely know what you're talking about, but that's just kind of how it is with, like, I don't know, game communities in general these days are pretty fucking stupid, I'm gonna be honest with you all. I have a low opinion of most video game communities. You know, all you members in my chat, right? I'll say that you're innocent until proven guilty, right? I see some pretty bad takes in my chat from time to time, but like for now, you guys are cool, right? For now, you guys are cool. If someone just pulls up and has like a brain-dead take, you know, maybe I'll laugh at you. I probably will, actually. But most video game communities on like the forums and their wikis and all that stuff is just full of like, I don't think 100 is the average IQ anymore. At least not for gamers, man. I'm going like 80 at best. Angry dumbbells, but specific ones can be cool. That's how it feels, is that it's like, in general, it's like, man. Did you see video game communities where it's like, I don't know, like Halo Infinite drama causing them to just straight up like fucking send death threats to the developers, and it's like, I'm gonna be real with you, dude. It's a video game. I don't think this is warranted. I don't really know how any of you are doing any mental gymnastics to justify this. Please calm down. Please calm down. That's all I'm saying, right? I'd rather, you know, I will never condone sending fucking death threats to video game developers. Or it's like the fucking, if anyone here plays Destiny, the Twilight Garrison drama, where they actually fucking sent death threats to a Bungie dev for saying that they weren't going to bring an exotic back because that exotic was going to be a base part of the Arc Titans kit in a later update. But they couldn't say that. Mostly children and dysfunctional elderly. I honestly think it's just mostly fucking like raging man children. That's what the video game community feels like for the most part. It's like at large, at least. I don't know, I try to be a reasonable guy on stream. I think I've at least hopefully projected that much, right? I try to be reasonable. I try to consider as much of the argument as I can. But there's some shit where I just have to draw the line of like, bro, what are you talking about? What are you doing? The main Sandbox dev deleted his Twitter? That's rough. I know he reactivated it, or he, she, I don't remember who specifically it was, but they reactivated it just to say, don't ask me for shit ever again. Which was pretty based. See the post of me telling a War Thunder veteran to touch grass? That's a tall order. No one cares about age ratings. That's been the case for years, I feel like. Mobile defense and assassination. Okay, that's... What's up, dude? I feel like this doesn't really happen that often anymore. I gotta pose with the bestie. Yeah, the Wormiest poster, by the way. Shout out to everyone who was here during the fucking Wormiest stream where I actually got that shit. There he goes. Glad I'm not on the Bird app. I check Twitter like once a day, mostly just to see what Sab is posting. Because the stuff he posts is generally pretty fucking funny. But otherwise, I don't know, right? I hate Reddit enough, and that's the platform that I use, because, you know, sometimes you find insightful content on there. I just shy away from video game subreddits at this point, though. I'm just a part of, like, a fuck ton of obscure shit posting subreddits. I don't fuck with that anymore. The video game communities are so fucking awful, like I've been saying. It reminds me, something that kind of, like, straw that broke the camel's back kind of thing for me. If anyone here plays Hunt Showdown, there was a bug a while back where the weapon, the Lamat, was able to basically turn its normal rounds into shotgun rounds, or they would adopt the shotgun damage. This was obviously a huge game-breaking bug. And someone posted on the subreddit that they had discovered it, but they didn't want to tell people how to do it because they didn't want it to become a problem. And people on the subreddit are like, no, fuck that. We have to make it a widespread issue to put pressure on Crytek to fix it. The problem is Crytek didn't know what was causing the bug. So while they were investigating it, people were having a meltdown that the game was ruined because they weren't fixing it faster, as if they just assumed developers flip a switch to solve, you know, bugs like that. And it's like, bro, you did this to yourself. Someone mentioned it, and people were like, no, we should publicize it. We should publicize it so that people know, so that Crytek has to fix it. And it's like, it's not like they can do these things overnight, dude. They have to, like, figure shit out. So yeah, that was pretty fucking stupid. Let me just put it that way. That was the moment where I was like, all right, even the Hunt Showdown subreddit has fallen. It's just being full of idiots. The fix it button. That's how it feels. It's like, that's the perception of gamers. It's the same with the argument when like a video game adds a new skin. I'm like, oh, are you gonna fix the game yet? And it's like, well, okay, first of all, what do you define as fixing the game? And second of all, artists don't fix the game. If you want to argue that a company needs to hire more programmers, I think even that's kind of tenuous, right? Because programming is complicated, and if you bring a new person on board, they have to learn legacy code. They have to, get up to speed with that kind of thing. It's not like they can just bring on another programmer and they can just start, programming away, right? It's a much more nuanced than that. But yeah, it's like, fucking, remember when CSGO changed its weapon sounds way back in like 2016 or something? People are like, man, they really should have spent this upping the tick rate on their server. And I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? You think the fucking sound design team works on that? Are you stupid? That didn't age quite so well. I agree, Blueprint. I don't think that take was awful when it came out. As long as I've been in the Warframe community, this place has lots of cool people, but also I feel like a lot more that just make me like, I'm ashamed to play this game, right? Why is it just, I'm posing a question to you all, and this is something that I think some of you will actually agree with. Maybe this is just a me thing. Why is it a controversial opinion in the Warframe community to enjoy Warframe? I feel like I can't be positive about this game in any capacity without people showing up and being like, well, actually, this game sucks dick, and DE personally killed my entire family. I'm now living in Colombia because they're after me, after I sold an Ignis Wraith to a new player. Like, some people just blow shit so out of proportion, to the point where it's like, if you're that bitter about the game, I think it's better for your mental health at that point to just quit, frankly. Colombia is cool. I mean, I used to think the same thing, but that's where Roz is from. I don't think Roz is here. I hope no one clips that and says that to him. Negativity circle jerk gives people dopamine. That's a kind of a modern internet thing in general, though, isn't it? I don't get that shit, to be honest with you guys. Where it's like, why are people so eager? Oh, did you guys see that in the top right? Archon Flow actually procced. What the fuck? I just kind of had that on as a meme. Anyways, it's kind of like an internet thing. Oh, Jesus Christ. There's a healer somewhere around here. Yeah, there he is. Let's say he's making everyone immune to freeze. But that's kind of an internet thing in general, where it's like people love to be really, really negative about shit. And I don't know about you guys, but I find that really draining. Like, I've got enough, like, actual problems in my real life. I don't give a fuck about this. What are we doing today? Right now I'm just doing the sortie and chatting about dumb shit with Chad. It's not particularly abnormal. I was actually going to start this stream several hours earlier, but I made the mistake of deciding to put Forma on all of my arc wings, and that took me multiple hours. Don't do that, by the way. It's really not worth it. Forums, on the other hand, I feel like the people I meet in-game are pretty cool, minus people that use region chat. Once I realized I could turn that shit off, I just turned that shit off. No one does that, just you. I mean, that's how it feels. It's like, damn, video game communities especially are so fucking negative nowadays. It's like, I'm sorry, I really don't have the energy to flip my shit about everything. I don't really get it. Like, I can get it if you're upset that, like, a franchise, like, if you were a diehard Metal Gear fan when Metal Gear Survive came out, I could understand being pretty fucking mad, right? If one day Warframe decided it was going to become a gacha game, I'd be pretty fucking pissed. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know, some people seem to just get outraged over everything. I have some friends that will get outraged about shit in games they don't even play. And I'm like, why does it matter? And even then, obviously, a lot of outrage is exaggerated. Fuck off, Ancient Disruptor. I really want them to change those, by the way. After the energy leech changes, it really brings out how fucking awful disruptors are. It's like, oh yeah, he's grabbed you from across the map. He bugged, so he didn't play his wind-up animation, and now all your energy's gone. Tough life. Excalibur Prime Ultra Rare. I'm being too positive. The internet has ruined me. I honestly, because I get that. Sometimes I feel like, maybe people are gonna, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid too much. But I feel like on stream, a lot of people, on particularly hot topics especially, a a lot of people seem to like try and goad me into agreeing with them, and I find that to be really fucking annoying. Like, if you want to ask me a question, that's fine. I don't have the most educated opinion on everything, right? There are some things in Warframe that I just don't really interface with. Like, if you ask me for like fashion advice, the proof is in the pudding, right? Ask someone else. But sometimes people will ask me about things on like a controversial topic like Overguard or, you know, like the new war or something like that, and they will ask me a very loaded question to try and like goad me into agreeing with them, and then they'll get upset if I don't, and I find that shit to be really, really annoying. It's like, if you want to ask for my opinion, that's fine, but be prepared to receive my opinion. I'm gonna get all these buffs going, even though while I'm fighting Lephantis, none of them are going to actually matter. This is a threat. I don't know, what am I agreeing to? I feel like I'm like signing some sort of like hidden fucking terms and conditions. Rose gets my entire YouTube channel if I agree to that statement. I love Razor Wing Blitz. I'm not even boosting and I can hardly fucking tell what's happening. Okay. Call is back because DE made him. Dude, the people having like a meltdown about the call missions is just great. I feel like it's really... I think I've talked about this on stream enough already. But after people had a meltdown that the Wave Rider was too hard, I knew that there was no hope left for the Warframe community. You know what? Fuck it. I don't even care, man. I'm about to boot up the Switch version. I hope you have enough frames to go around. I've honestly thought about, like, I'm kind of waiting for cross-save. It's not, like, a huge thing for me, but oftentimes at my job, when things are really slow, I'm like, man, I would bring my Switch, but I don't really have anything to do on there, right? I own Smash Ultimate, but I've kind of played that game into the dirt. I have Starlink. That game runs like shit on the Switch, so it's not really that fun to play. Looks like, man, if only I could just, you know, do menial shit in Warframe like I do when I'm at home. That would be kind of nice. I want to play Warframe Mobile. I expect it to be just like a disaster, which is why I'm actually quite looking forward to it. Need to finish the Rally mission. Like, the thing about the K-Drive is that people were like, wow, you want me to use the K-Drive to get the K-Drive-based Warframe? This is awful game design. It's like, I'm gonna keep it real with you, Chief. If you don't know about the exploit where you can just grind on the same rail to get massive trick multipliers, like, maybe you're not ready for your rally if you're not familiar with how to do 5 backflips or some shit. The only one that actually I had any difficulty with was getting the 5 slam kills, because that one is actually pretty touchy, but it wasn't even that bad. I think I did the Wave Rider in like 20 minutes. Show the trick. Are you guys actually not familiar with that trick? Hold on, after I do Lephantis, I'll go and show it. I discovered this, like, day 1 of me having a K-Drive. I thought it was kind of common knowledge. Maybe it needs to go in a weird and obscure stuff episode. Oh, the fucking mowing guy is back. I was hoping he had just, like, crashed and died. That's just a joke. I really hope that, you know, the mowing guy doesn't come in here and whoop my ass. Who the fuck uses K-Drives? I mean, yeah, but at the same time, if you want the K-Drive based frame, and the requirement is you having to learn the K-Drive, can you really be that outraged? That to me just kind of seems like what you would expect. I thought it was common knowledge. I was under the impression that it was common knowledge too. Not even just the trick with the pearl, but there's an easier way to do it. Well, not necessarily easier, but there is a way to do it that's, I don't know, relatively easy. That was the main complaint I was hearing, was getting enough points in a K-Drive race, which, okay, that one's actually fair because the amount that you can get from a race is kind of rigid. So sometimes you'll have to try multiple races until you find one that can give you enough. But the trick point, or like the point multiplier one, kind of confused me. I'm like, this isn't actually that hard. Then again, explaining to Warframe players how to do something that isn't just immediately obvious to them is difficult, apparently. Okay, I did not mean to do that. Just kind of head out of here real quick.
Multiple targets ahead. Target down. Assassination contract complete.
Somehow the pipe go around. Not the one... Oh, I got a pistol ribbon. That's cringe. Not the one at the Pearl, but yes, it involves a pipe right next to the elevator. Voice crack. That starts out with a 4 times point multiplier. Yeah, like, the Wave Rider is not that hard. Is it annoying? I mean, yeah, if you don't like the K-Drive, you can argue it's annoying. But the people that were like, this quest is too difficult, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? The real outrage of that update to me was the introduction of the Vent Kid Bash Lab, because that shit is worthless. It only exists to get you Ureli's parts and the Ghoul Saw. It was only there to lock people out of getting Ureli for 3 hard days. Pistol ribbon, correct. I have to use more than 2 brain cells. Yeah, that's pretty difficult for them. Yeah, so the trick I'm talking about, I think this is my bind for it? Yeah. It's just this pipe. You can just rail grind on this pipe to the end. I mean, you can do tricks and whatnot too, but once you reach the end, you just turn around. It's not that bad. And like I said, you can do, like, tricks and shit as well. Just make sure that you successfully, you know, turn around. If you have the double jump mod, it makes it way easier. It's like, this isn't that hard. And a lot of people were like, oh, this is, like, the worst challenge ever. And it's like, what? I think, what's the max? 3,000? I think the max is 3,000. Yep, mowing guy he's once again returning. Unless they boosted the max at some point. Yeah, like, it's not that bad. I would imagine on console it's probably different, because you don't have the ability to, like, turn around as quickly, so I would imagine there's probably some difficulty on controller, but even then, I don't know, I don't consider the experience of console players. They are lesser to me. Where do I get the mods? That's from, the Vent Kids. Let's go talk to, the homies. I say the homies, I kind of want to, like, fucking put Roki in a guillotine. I was considering not completing the Wave Rider just so she would stay incapacitated, actually. Go talk to the Vent Kids. You just buy them from here.
Got a need?
I think... What is the one I'm thinking of specifically? I have, yeah, that, but there is... yeah, double jump height gives you a double jump. This makes it easier. This... I mean, doesn't necessarily make it easier, but it's kind of nice to have. Jump height's nice. Jump charge time is nice.
Yeah, no. Bye-bye, Glinty.
Finally caught the stream pog. Yeah, welcome. I'm not doing anything productive, but that's not particularly abnormal. I wonder if... I'm going to have to watch the VODs. I wonder if you guys can't hear mowing guy. He's, like, right outside my window. He's just fucking idling, it feels like. There's also where tricks give you energy. Yeah. Compressa makes me depressa. Yeah, I like how it launched without any signature weapon effect. Like, I know that Offentus did too, but Styanax kind of has it, like, built into his kit, so it feels less egregious that this doesn't have a specific one with Styanax. But Ureli has a crit-based passive, and they give her a status weapon. Loser does Night with episode 10. Well, I don't know if I really have that much to do for Nightwave. Yeah. Day Trader is the worst challenge in the game, by the way. Yeah, these are just, like, boring. Yeah, we could do live Warframe Geographic. That might be interesting. You guys want to see some live Warframe Geographic? I think the call mission's fun. I was kind of sad that there was no jetpack, but... Bish Jenga, then. You can bust out the loadout. The Warframe Geographic loadout. For anyone wondering, by the way, why I have the Lanka on, this is my camera. How I get footage for Warframe Geographic. I'm going to educate you all real quick. Let's go to Venus real fast. Jetpack don't make sense if it's a stealth mission. I mean, I agree, but it was still a fun mechanic. So when it comes to getting footage, I would use sniper rifles, and so this has a 3, a 5, and an 8. So I've got, like, the most... Yeah, look, there's an Alpine monitor. That's actually, it's not the rarest, but because pheromone synthesizers are fucking stupid, it basically is the rarest. Yeah, so how I get footage for this is I turn my HUD off. Where's the... Yeah, show HUD. So you turn this off, and then this is my camera. Well, I have to wait for the fucking chat to go away. I forgot I had a bunch of stuff I was moving. So yeah, look at that. I also normally take off Xenoric because of the inner might orb. Now, you guys might know... Oh, okay. That bug, I guess they must have fixed it. There used to be a bug where if you were, like, zooming with the scope while invisible, you would still appear, and I had found a workaround for that when I was recording. But yeah, we have the Warframe geographic camera. We can record this Alpine monitor from a great distance. There he is. Look at him. Look at him. There he is. Look at him. Ain't that sleep? Yep, them. Okay. All right. Well, we've secured him. Or her. Yeah, there she goes. Live Warframe geographic reaction. What's up, Biz? Have fun. Farewell, Yeetus Petitus. Every time I read that, I question if I should. This reaction is cursed. I mean, yeah, it is. So yeah, this is how I record stuff for Warframe Geographic. Is just this Ivar, and then of course the sleep arrow helps for some shots as well. Just like, you know, I can make them sleep and then hit them with the trank dart to put them to sleep without the visual effect from the sleep arrow. So it can help me with that being a little bit easier, because you can, you know, use Navigator on the arrow. I wonder if I can just, like, snipe a guy who's all the way over here. You guys think I can? I don't think anyone will spawn over here, though. Goofy arrow. Wait, do I actually have... Oh, I must not have the energy. Huh, wait. Well, that's peculiar. You guys see that? My one uses the normal Artemis Bow Prime. Strange. Alright, we'll go ahead and turn my HUD back on. I cannot type for the life of me. Most productive Cool Kids stream? Yeah, basically. So that's basically how I get footage for Warframe Geographic. I like how they broke all of the weapon recoil animations in the most recent update, and so they're just completely fucked. Alright, let us go secure some creatures. This is just Loser Does Nightwave. What round are we on? Like 75? Prime Steady Hands, more or less. Would you look at that? There's a small pocket of Flossy Saga here. I don't remember what the official term is. Go ahead and just hit him with that. I don't think it counts as a perfect capture unless you hit him directly. Oh, I guess it does. Complete different perfect animal captures. Fucking cringe. Alright, let's go find a Vermink. They finally fixed the bug where they were doing blackface that was introduced with the new war. Warframe's David Attenborough. I don't have a good enough voice for that. My voice is too lesbian-like for the stream lore, you know, gremlins. Hey guys, I'm just gonna... Cool. Alright, let's... I love overlapping whistles. One of my favorite parts of working on Warframe Geographic 1 was having Nick do... Well, I was going to say help me with, but he basically did it all himself. The Vermink Megalovania bit. I had the idea, but I couldn't get it to sound right, so he helped me with it and kind of just took it over and made it a triple S-tier meme. I love white footprints on white snow. Honestly, I want them to add an augment for Oxalis that lets it just instantly mark call points, so you don't have to follow the footprints. Because it's got fishing application, but it doesn't really feel like it has any application for conservation. They even gave it botanist, too, so it's good for that. But I really wish that there was, you know, some way to make this stuff easier. This is a white-breasted Vermink. Okay, that's pretty common. Look at this dude. It's so weird that he's no longer, you know, on his Jimmy Kimmel shit.
Fairly common. Let's get him to safety.
What a bro. He's the same species as Wally. Not quite the subspecies, though. Just got Gyre wear red crits. Her 3, the bonus from her 3 is, like, additive to mods. So you still have to have a decently high crit weapon, but her abilities will red crit pretty often if her 3 and her 4 are both active at once. Why are all the call points so fucking far away? Isn't a femboy just a lesbian? I don't know if that's what was in the lore. It's just that I sound like a particularly handsome lesbian. Pulling up. Vermink squad pull up. Man, the new Val is still just... I don't feel like I fully adjusted yet. I really miss the Winter Wonderland. I'm gonna be honest with you all. I miss the old plains a lot, too. Still one day. I want to be able to go back. Oh, I need to pop a pheromone synthesizer. So something I find really strange about pheromone synthesizers, by the way, what it does to the spawn rate, because I believe the normal spawn rate is like, I don't know, 10% or something like that for rares. What it does, oh, Rose just joined, or not joined, but logged on. But what it does is it makes it so that the chance of a rare spawning goes to 67% and an uncommon to 33%. So because pheromone synthesizers work the way they do, technically the uncommon variants are the rarest, which I find to be really, really annoying. Getting footage, like the reason the footage for the Woodland Mergoo sucks in episode 1 is because I couldn't get any of them to fucking spawn. Now this is actually the uncommon. Where is it? Oh. So this is the same species as Wally. Oh, look at that. He's got the nice spots. He unhinged his jaw. Dusky-headed Vermink. He's a nice little fella, I think. He's a bit unassuming. I really wish that you could keep Verminks as, like, orbiter pets, dude. Alright, so we've secured a Wally specimen. We're now going to take a gamble and try to get a red-crested. Statistically, I have a better chance of getting a red-crested than a dusky-headed. Which, to be honest with you guys, I actually wish they would flip it. I wish that the rarers would actually still be, you know, rarer than the uncommons. Even with the pheromone synthesizer. Oh, fuck me. Oh, come on. Really? Bro, why? Fucking damn it. You know what? Where is that waypoint? It's not showing up on my map, is it? Reb broke your dreams in one of her streams. How so? I will say I was watching her, like, launch day Veilbreaker stream with Jivy, and, when she said that Nyx wasn't getting buffed because she was, quote, very strong, I was legitimately taken aback. I'm like, Reb, what are you talking about? I think, you know, Nyx isn't unusably bad, like a lot of people will say, but I'm a little alarmed. I love getting only Cooperdon and Carnadines. Sex update when? I mean, hopefully after Duviri. Maybe Duviri is the sex update. This is like the most random-ass blink pad. Like, why is it out here? Oh, for fuck's sake. Normally those spawning groups of 3, I think. Okay. That was a little bit anomalous. Okay.
Is that Outworld?
Okay, so we did get a red-crested. I don't know where. I'm too impatient. I see an enemy marker. Look at him. Look at these. Look at this dude. He's like the dusky-headed. He's got like a similar pattern, but he's got this mohawk. He's styling straight out of the 70s, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what else to tell ya. Drip goes hard. So we're gonna turn him into a nutrient paste. Fucking hell. I don't know how to pronounce Icy the Pharaoh's fucking chat message. I don't think that's a thing that humans were ever meant to read, let alone speak. Let's get a Bolarola as well. That's a fun word. Okay. Let's pull up.
ground down to make nutrient paste.
Brewing dripped out the wazoo.
Sacrificed to shoot
Yeah, I'm still convinced that Biz doesn't actually, like, keep them for conservation. He, like I said in Warframe Geographic 1, he turns them into Gucci products. Okay. Bolarola time. Goofy creature. God damn it, man. I don't know what's more annoying. A thumper attacking you when you're fishing, or the fucking corpus, you know, deploying a platoon on your ass when you're trying to secure a bird or something. It's bola rolling time. No, I tried to...
Bolarola, armored.
Let's see if we can get Thorny. Fuck. You just cost him $2,000. Oh, it's a black banded.
Bolarola.
So this is a really weird line about these guys. Yeah, this.
It's part of Grenier formal wear. Which is
Grenier formal wear seems like it's a bit of a strange implication about wider Grenier society, don't you guys think? That's a thing that exists.
Upon awakening the Coolant Towers and the great geophysical upheavals that followed, new life emerged. This Bolarola, for example.
I'm just gonna get rid of that before anyone catches on
Nowhere else.
to the epiphany I had there.
This place must have been once upon a time.
I think, let's just say that I think that Biz's, I think that Biz's system might have had an autocorrect moment for the better.
Oh, and baby, they are active.
It's like whenever Otax says it, where it's like, I don't know, man. What the tongue do? Vayhex formal wears clown makeup as per the ghoul lore. Trying to get purple Velocipods. That shit sucks. Velocipods and Nexifera are the only two creatures, as far as I'm aware, that you can't summon with a call point. You have to go find them, which is hella annoying. Don't the queens wear fur or something? Well, I mean, currently it is the solitary queen. One of them has been dead for a while, but Warframe? Correct. Let's go to Deimos. Obviously, this episode of Warframe Geographic hasn't even been... Like, Warframe Geographic 2 has been written for a while. I have to make some tweaks to the script. I was going to record it Tuesday, but that didn't work out, so I'll record it either today or sometime on, like, Sunday. Thought the non-dead queen is just naked. I mean, fucking who knows? The worm. But I have a lot of notes that I have for this place, because I have a big document full of Warframe Geographic notes that I took before even working on the first episode that went over every planet. Cool. And so... Deimos has some weird shit, let's put it that way. Velocipods, especially trying to get, like, a specific kind, is, like, fucking impossible. There's an Avakea, I think? I thought about, in Warframe Geographic 2, maybe showing, like, the animal's footprint and call when I show them, but I'm not sure if that would break up the pacing too much. I don't know what you guys think about that. I also have the crisis of, am I going to talk about... Well, Worm and, you know, the Sky Worms, Foam and Foss, are going to have to be brought up, because they're the day-night cycle, but with, like, the Saxum and whatnot, I don't really know if it'd be worth it. Alright, Nexifera like to hang out on the ceiling. And typically, well, those are normal maggots. You can tell because Cryptolix, which are literally just reskinned Nidus maggots, not even reskinned, they are just Nidus maggots, I'm pretty sure. But they will show up near them. Is it the Queen Orican? They were. I fucking hate the Jugulus. Yeah, Nexifera are a bitch. They like to spawn, you know, just whenever they're feeling like it. I hear the... So for those who don't know... Oh, for fuck's sake, go away. That little pulsing noise, that means that there is something detectable, like, that I can catch with the Trent gun, in range to glow orange. Would you look at that? There's a Cryptolix right there, which kind of implies there's probably a Nexifera somewhere around. Not always, but it's possible. Warframe Geographic live, but it's actually dead. Let me just say, I never said that getting footage for Warframe Geographic was particularly exciting or glamorous. And I don't think I'm going to actually use any of this anyway. This is just kind of explaining my process. We're going to kidnap this guy anyway. Dude, the animations on these things are so fucked up.
This one's an adult.
That lasts longer than Grenier clone bodies. I mean, that was part of why Till Rigor was working on, you know, solving clone rot and whatnot. Another one? Oh, would you look at that? We found one. Did he just crush that Cryptolix? Yeah, we got these guys. Something cool about the Nexifera, actually, is they all have different, like, hunting methods. So this one is the poisonous gas. I think the Scarlet one, like, can knock you down with, like, a slam. It's really cool. Where the fuck did that Cryptolix go? There's a fucking Cryptolix orgy going on in the corner over here. Or twice to the green. Yeah, you can just use that as well. Spawn on top of a Cryptolix nest. Yeah, they actually, like, hunt them, as far as I'm aware. And that's kind of like, you can lure one underneath and have the Nexifera, you know, slam onto it.
And given a new, caring home.
I'm gonna be honest, the sun kind of creeps me out. I don't know, there's something about him that just comes off as very suspect to me. Warframe when Peace Foundation walks in. If they ever add the UN to Warframe, I'm gonna have to quit, frankly. Another burrowing Cryptolix. He's mostly doing this to kind of look for Nexifera, but now we have a... He almost did it. He almost fucking killed them. You know, fuck off, I'm busy. Okay. Sunspect, for fuck's sake. People languish in weary solitude until you return. You know, as is normal. That is normal sun behavior. Okay. Let's catch something weird. Yeah, let's do an Avakea. These guys are basically just reskinned Murgu, actually. You'll be surprised, or maybe not, how much asset reuse exists on Deimos. I mean, you know, kind of makes sense considering the circumstances under which the update was developed, but... Let's wander our way all the way over here. I just realized I'm by the fucking Cerebrum Magna. I wonder if they're still bugged here, because Avakea gets stuck in the Cerebrum Magna fucking constantly. It is so annoying.
By the sound of that cry, I'd say there's an Avakea not far from here. You won't mistake it when you see it.
So they like to spawn...
Like
maybe I'm not close enough.
Geological era.
Frankly, son, everything in this place looks pretty fucked up.
Now,
there's just a fucking Saxum over there.
Rocks.
Where is it even? Oh! What the fuck? There's a bunch of common Avakea over there. Okay. These guys spawn in groups of one, so that's just unrelated. Yeah, if you look at these guys, these are just Murgu with a bunch of, like, weird infested bits added to them.
You understand Deimos like few others, Hunter. I sense we are alike in that.
Yeah, the species on Deimos are actually pretty interesting. They have, like, things that actually make them distinct beyond just, you know, description. A lot of them have different, like, methods of escape and things like that. It makes them a lot more interesting to actually try and catch.
Fully grown.
Having to crash into Mars in 2,000 years. Well, it sounds like, based on dialogue from Lloyd, where he gets cut off at the beginning of the quest, I think Deimos was actually originally in the Void for a while. It's kind of hard to say for sure, though. Because he says that they had to rephase into Martian orbit, and then he gets cut off midway through. So it's like, well, where the fuck was Deimos if not in Martian orbit?
This one's an adult.
Can you navigate Trank Darts? Actually, yes, you can. It's just that you have to leave the Trank Dart to start the ability, which I find to be a little bit annoying. And Sleep Arrows have, like, an area of effect, so I normally just use those. I like the little walking blobs. Oh, the Unzoa. Or is it Undazoa? Yeah, Undazoa. These things are fucking weird. I don't know how I'm supposed to broach this subject, because they're really, like, as far as fictional animals go, they're more like overgrown cells, it seems like. Oh, Velocipods. Green Velocipod. Hey, is Rose still here? Rose, are you still here? Blink twice if you're still in chat. This is a big moment. I have to kidnap a green Velocipod for personal reasons. Oh, this one's gonna fall into the exocrine. Damn it, I drowned him. What the? He's drifting. No. What the fuck was that?
Green Velocipod. Gorgeous.
Vaguely feminine.
Dangerous creature on Deimos.
Real. Also, hello, Wim.
But certainly one of the most useful.
That was really sad. I'm sorry you guys had to witness that. We're gonna actually commandeer this one. The vaguely feminine green Velocipod. I would just like to, the wiki still has the rarity list on these guys incorrect, and it upsets me. Green Velocipod, gorgeous, relatable. Velocidrift, yeah. I like how their weight is listed as 0.01 kilograms because they hover. Ow, what the fuck? What the fuck hit me? Okay, anyhow. Where is this call point? Oh, is it beneath me? Okay, look at these footprints. He's like fucking Curious George. Wasn't letting me re-equip my tranq rifle there. More of a boy liker myself. Yeah, figures. Fucking furry. Oh, for fuck's sake. Get out of here. Oh my god, go away.
A striking looking thing. Reproduces asexually. Lives on contaminants. The sort of creature only Deimos would beget.
Yeah, these things are fucking weird.
Tranq rifle ready. Easy now.
Like a lost planet. I mean, I can see that. I don't remember if these guys spawn in, or if they, you know, go to call points in groups or not. I know they can spawn in groups of like 2 to 4. I don't remember. Yeah.
I've been concerned that competing fauna might render them extinct. Try not to start.
So this is another like example of that, you know, different tactics for escaping. If those spot you, they'll screech to attract nearby creatures before running.
I confess.
It's pretty wacky.
Its voice pulls at something deep within me.
Ace representation.
Organs, I suspect. A howler undesoa. I shall assemble a little choir of these, I think. My own chorus of the damned to sing me to sleep.
Sun is so
One doesn't
fucking
often
edgy.
hear a howler undesoa, much less see one. I fear for the day they have all been eaten, and Deimos will forever be deprived of their dulcet shrieks.
Implies the average infested reproduces sexually. Infestacy. Well, you know, these are like... You just call asexuals weird. Hey, just because this creature is asexual doesn't mean all asexuals are weird, okay? I'm just saying, specifically, the big overgrown cell things that feed on contaminants and, you know, perform mitosis or whatever the fuck, that is a little bit strange, don't you think? We live in a society... Called me weird. Let's talk to Sun. Let's see what he's got going. I have so many.
None of the monstrosities
I think
you'll
it's...
find out there are as fearsome as the demons inside
Where is it? Yeah, no one cares, okay? Bro, shut up.
You shiny thing.
I really don't like that fucking content creator mode does this to him where he has the old fucking dialogue. Multiply via mitosis, what the fuck? Favorite single target weapon? Planks. How many Velocicox did you capture? You think I'm capturing the male ones? I have to get the ones that are vaguely feminine. The infested gorilla grip, fuck's sake. Okay, that'll be the end of our live segment for Warframe Geographic 2. What else can we do to fucking waste time on stream? I wonder what the current arbitration rotation is. I did an infested salvage the other day. Dude, that shit is free as fuck. I did not realize how just pathetic those were. Do all the MR tests? That seems like kind of a drag. I mean, I could. Good build for Gyre. Mine's not particularly fantastic, but I guess I can show it for you all to point and laugh at. I don't have any Exilus mod, I don't think. And this is only under ranked because I didn't want to forma this again. But yeah, that's what I have. That's all you get to look at it. Go screenshot it if you need it. Back to business as usual. You know, I might as well play Gyre, actually. Rip people off in trade chat. I don't have trade chat enabled. Yo, wait, I have an idea. Well, oh yeah, did I tell you guys about... wait, this has reminded me. I was trying to join Rose's session as a meme, but this has reminded me of something just fucking amazing. So we can build a segment for Nidus Fleshlight. Right, that does require those, doesn't it? Someone made a map, I might be able to find it, of where the Velocipods tend to spawn the most by, like, species. Because it does vary. So, there is this pretty infamous... Let me see if I can actually just pull it up in OBS right now. There is this pretty infamous piece of art that was drawn by one of my mods, Chris. God bless their heart for making this. Let me see if I can find it. I think, actually, I nitro pinned it in our DMs, because I sent it to him, because he was fucking around with it in Tower Unite, so I should be able to... Yeah, here it is. Oh, this might embed as a fucking... Okay, hold on. I hate this shit. Okay. So there's this pretty infamous piece of fan art, drawn by Chris. God bless their heart. It's this image. This drawing of my profile picture. So, I think this is really fucking funny, and so, as a gag, I put it in to be my clan logo, and kind of forgot about it. And so, one day I load in and just see all the flags have this now, and I just lost my shit. It's so fucking funny. Let me fast travel to, because this is how I first noticed it. I walked into the Tenno lab, and just... It's just... It's so in your face. It's fucking amazing. So yeah, we have that. Once again, thank you to Chris. As a gag, that's the perfect clan logo. It's fantastic. That's all I'm gonna say. Is my Ignis Wraith done researching? I'm pretty sure I just dumped a bunch of resources into it without paying attention. Where the fuck even is it? Am I blind? There it is. Yeah, would you look at that, ladies and gentlemen? No more scammers. Common Cool Kid W, not Rare Cool Kid W. I take nothing but L's on this channel. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. On my streams especially, dude. Why are you a furry? This is just one of those memes I will never further elaborate on. Okay, we gotta find some other way to kill time, right? That's kind of the objective. I have to make the voices stop. I have to play Warframe to make the voices stop. Oh, I have enough for a couple. Let's see if we can get some eye out of this.
Put it to good use.
Pog. Farm eye up. Oh my god. I definitely rather not. Go kill the zealot. I thought it was part of the boss rush stream. Tell us how you do weird and obscure. Dude, my process for weird and obscure is terrible. I will have my editing software and the game open at the same time, and as I'm working through the script, just go and get footage as I need it. It's not particularly good of an idea, but that's just how I've done it. Why your fashions always look cool, like 3 tons of cryotic? I don't know if that means cool as in I use cool colors, or cool as in you like them. But, this was actually Gyre specifically, because she's ballerina themed. Sai, shut the fuck up. I'm talking. You don't have the talking stick. Okay, anyways. The reason my gyre looks like this is actually because her ballerina theme, I wanted to make her look like Ballora from FNAF. So that's where like the white, pink, and blue came from. And then I used the yellow as the energy color because I thought it looked surprisingly good. I see your mag fashion. I don't actually have like a proper mag fashion. I have a loadout that was like Sigma series themed, like the OG Railjack line that uses mag. And so she looks like this to kind of blend in with the cosmetics. The Cyandana looks fucking awful on her, unfortunately. But I don't really have like a proper mag fashion, which I need to get around to. I finally got around to doing Volt a while back. For the longest time, I didn't really have a good Volt look. I mean, whether or not you think it's good is entirely subjective, obviously. But I'll give Psy my talking stick. No, there's only one talking stick. Have y'all ever been to elementary school? You have one talking stick, okay? You have to pass around the talking stick. So if y'all in chat don't have the talking stick, that's why I'm the only one who can talk on this stream, is I never give up my talking stick. Blue and red, you can call her Pepsi Woman. Would you like the new Protea skin? I actually have a look for that, too. This is still kind of a work in progress. I say that as if I'm ever going to actually care enough to change it. But this is what I have for the Protea skin right now. It's mostly dark green and purple. It was originally black and purple, but I thought that I had the opportunity to do something cool with that other color. And someone else had shown they had used green in theirs, and I had seen Purple Flip retweeted on Twitter. So I was like, oh, that's cool. I'll give Psy the talking tick. Fuck's sake. That drip inspired the gyre skin, yeah. Which, I mean, if you guys haven't watched Rose's video on the gyre skin that concept she made, you definitely should. It's really cool. I think I had it on my community tab at one point. But Korean MMO-esque skins. I feel like there are some in this game that are a lot worse, though. Like, I like the Protea Deluxe. It doesn't really fit in with the style of the game that much. But, like, Deluxes, I don't really feel like have to. But when you have shit like the fucking, like, angel wings and whatnot, it's like, yeah, this is... Huh. Managed to make my Baruch look like Zagu? That's quite the feat. I have a bunch of excess Vitus Essence. I've just been kind of fucking around in arbitrations recently and kind of didn't realize it. I don't really know what to buy with it, though. This is a scam. Please do not buy 10,000 Kuva for 25 Vitus. That is such a rip-off. The drip. This is not drip. This is the opposite of drip. Does that affect... It does. That's weird. I never noticed that. There's like a little thing on the back of your neck for it, too. Arc gun ribbon? My arc gun ribbon luck sucks. Rassant ears? Yeah, basically. I thought about getting this emote, but like 75 Vitus for this? I laughed at Silverlighter when he used it on the fucking Grendel stream. Rightfully so. Please make a good operator fit. Nah. If only the Teshin armor actually looked good on male operators. Arc melee ribbons when? Who needs AoE when you have Baruch? That was who I used my... I haven't used my blue Archon shard yet, but that is who I used my red Archon shard on, was Baruch.
If I may say, operator,
Because of
your
the
chosen
melee crit
Warframe
chance.
suits
That was weird.
you.
Or melee crit damage. I also want to... because it's secondary critical chance. According to the wiki, at least, this stuff affects exalted weapons, which is why this is here. Once I, you know, stock up on Baruch, I want to start putting reds on Mesa, too. It was a Grattler. I think I have one for Kuva Ayanga. I don't remember what all art gun ribbons I have, actually. I don't know if I can actually just search for them. Yeah, I don't think I can. Yeah, so I have one for the Ayanga, and I think I got one for, like, some shitter weapon, right? I think I have, like, a Phaedra ribbon. I don't know, some dumb shit. Are you on PS4? No, I play on PC. Should I put crit damage or strength onto my Excalibur? That depends. If you're, like, really using, like, Furious Javelin, then I think stacking the strength would probably be better in the long run. But the crit damage, I think, is a little more of, like, Occam's Razor, right? It's a simple and effective option. I don't know if it affects the waves Baruch does. The wiki says it does. And I'm just gonna go by their word until it's proven wrong. How do you get Archon mods? So, I have a bit of a story time for everyone. I mentioned this on the last stream, but how you're supposed to get them is you're supposed to buy them through Chipper when you do the weekly call stuff. However, for the first, 4 hours of Veilbreaker's release, there was a bug where you could transmute them. And I got lucky enough to get 3 of them, and 2 duplicates that 2 other people wanted, and they had mods I didn't have. So, an hour before leaving for work that day, I dumped, fucking 20 million credits into transmuting, and traded the excess ones and got them all. If you want the truth, this one's kind of neat. I think this is probably the best of them. Stretch and Vitality, I think, have the most potential. Continuity's got some niche potential as well. Archon Flow and Intensify kind of suck, especially because Intensify doesn't work under a bunch of circumstances it definitely should. Heal over time doesn't trigger it. I think that's a bug. I think so they're planning on fixing that. But it doesn't affect you if you're at full health. You actually have to heal, kind of like Champion's Blessing. Augments that heal you, like the one for Fire Blast, doesn't proc it. A bunch of weird shit. Fox Umbral mod set hard. Yeah, I thought about taking it because from what I tested, exalted weapons that have modded on damage types don't benefit from the set or from the Archon mods, but if you're using Chromatic Blade, because it changes the base damage, then it does work. The thing is, I don't want to have to, take off an Umbral polarity to do that. I'm so jealous. Yeah, that's reasonable. I got hella lucky. I'm not gonna deny it. I got hella lucky. They trade locked them an hour after I got them all too. So you can't even fucking you couldn't even trade for them anymore. Who should we play? Let's ask you guys. You guys would never sabotage me. You guys would never sabotage me. Who do you want me to play? What do you think of Keck? I think the call mission was nice. I don't know. And all the people really fucking peeved about it. Is that there's going to be enough differences of opinion that I'm basically just waiting until I see the first duplicate. I see 2 Baruchs now. Call? I'm not doing the weekly call mission again. I played that shit for 2 hours. 3 Baruchs? Damn, you guys really want to see Baruch. 2 Sevagoths. Can have 3 elements on his 1. Yeah, I actually have... Okay, it looks like... I'm just going to say Baruch has 1. A nice Trinity fashion. Yeah, I don't fucking play Trinity enough to care. I have on the Vitality and the Continuity. And for those who are wondering, why did I leave on Umbral Fiber? Because I had the Polarity here, so I just decided not to remove it. But I have on both. And so the weird thing about the Vitality is that it says status effects from abilities that deal heat damage will be applied twice. That's not really accurate. It's just that it will apply a second heat proc. So, extra procs of, any infused elements don't work, including if you infuse heat on tier 4, which is weird. But this lets you proc 3 things at once, and this lets you double up on the heat DOT, which is really, really powerful. Gore Mommy? Jesus Christ. Does Vitality give the same amount of HP as Umbral? It does not. It only gives the same amount. I think Umbral with no other set mods? Maybe? Let me just look. Do I have a fucking garbage Trinity build? This was something I was experimenting with. Don't look at this. So the default, yeah, it's 440, which is the same as normal. I have to name this slot real quick. Waste of money. There we go. Okay. Go ahead and play Baruch then. Casually spends platinum. It's 10 platinum, okay? I don't think I'm at a major deficit at the moment. I don't think I'm running any major risks. Fucking voice crack and a half. Holy shit. Okay. Oh my god, I forgot about the live reaction until I alt-tab. Shit. I'm sorry you guys have been staring at that for so long. The question is, what do we use Baruch for, ladies and gentlemen? Take him into some weird shit. You could always do my favorite activities on the Zeramin. I do indeed love the Zeramin. Don't forget to send your form to Blueprint 27 on PC. That's correct. Also, I would do the Archon, but I've already completed it. And I got the fucking Kuva for the 2nd week in a row. I'm fine. I really don't like how only a couple of the like bonuses have been increased. Like the ribbon, the pineapple, the those aren't, you know, changed. The catalysts and the reactor and the exilus and all that shit, those aren't changed. Steel Path Flood. I mean, I could. We'll give it a shot. We'll see. Do an architectural analysis of the Corpus Gas City. I don't know if I'm qualified for that.
Activity has enraged the Void Angels.
Okay. I
They're
actually shouldn't have
whipping
done
the Albrecht
that.
membrane, exposing
Normally
this
how
entire
I
ship
play
to a
Baru, because
void
I actually
flood.
leave my one, I didn't helmet it off, so I could rapidly just, like, strip
Fighter blast is
myself of,
everywhere except for where it should be.
Oh, would you look at that?
Grab some and
We'll
stuff
just...
it in a rupture.
Dexfurus is not good, by the way, but, we're just gonna...
Bring it to the ruptures.
I love Guardian making misses. This is probably really fucking loud for you guys, isn't it? He's just staggering from infinite impact procs right now. Come on, we're gonna get him. We're gonna get him, guys. We're gonna get him. How many heat procs do we have? Okay, nice. So normally I just do this. Just chill for a little bit. Your shit. Oh fuck, I forgot that makes itself stagger. Okay, cool. Now I actually start playing the game mode, don't I? Although I did see that Kazette got the fucking Tau Forged and a Legendary Core, which is ridiculously lucky. Because Legendary Core drops are 1 in 500, which is rarer than a knife in CSGO. You can only try for one once a week.
Something just changed. Any fighting difficulties to report?
Oh, I think I'm full. Okay, cool. Go ham, go sicko mode. I don't know if Legendary Core drops are, like, adjusted in a...
I think you got enough for now.
Oh, wait, fuck, I'm stupid. I jumped up here thinking it was in the middle. Once a day, 8 per week. Yeah, so it's like you have 8 per week shots of getting a 1 in 500 item.
Rupture closed.
Legendary cores, I feel like, are like they're cool, but they aren't like super helpful. I've only ever gotten one from a sortie drop. I've used all of the ones I've ever gotten for free generally, but the one I got from the sortie drop I will never use. Because as someone who's played this game for thousands of hours, only having one, I refuse to give it up. Do you build your combo with Baruch, or is it not necessary? I don't think it's necessary, because it only affects his heavies, because he doesn't benefit from any, like, you know, combo mods or anything like that. So I don't really find it to be that important. Now, Pablo did say that Wukong was going to have his range increase with combo, but as far as I've tested, I don't really think that's correct. It wasn't in the patch notes either. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. I actually DM'd him on Twitter about it, but Pablo hasn't responded to me because, you know, I'm a fucking nobody. But, you know, it was worth a shot. So 3 free cores. Yeah, I think Kazette said he's gotten like 4, excluding any giveaways. And it's like, that is so absurdly lucky. I like freaked the fuck out when I got my first legendary core. Not because I wanted it, but because I knew how insanely rare it was. Oh dear. Where did his ghost go? What the? Jump scare? Oh, he's still here. He's just being a little bitch. Oh, okay. He was turning into his ghost. He was just ragdolled.
Have a chance to ask it where it came from before you killed it.
5 if you count the most recent one? Yeah, that's a bra moment if you ask me.
At the marked location.
Gotta go to sleep. Farewell. Thank you for stopping by. I always enjoy the random streams. I mean, viewership is obviously kind of waning because we're not really doing anything that interesting, but I don't really set any expectation for these. It's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna fucking mess around for a while. On like your third story, that's a bruh moment. I wonder if there's an angel in here. I didn't check the other room for one, but I think I would have seen it if there was one in there. Phytoplast. You know, hold on. I have a poll to run in chat now. I have a poll to run for you guys. The angel was right there. Never forget. Oh, fuck. I thought I had hit 5 again. Yes, Jeff, I'll take memes that will haunt me for the rest of my YouTube career for 500. Definitely up there. There is one that I was afraid was going to become a meme that didn't, which is good for me. I'm not going to reveal it because then it will absolutely become a meme, but there is one that I was expecting to become a meme that I'm glad didn't. Where's your amp? He's on my wrist, bro. He's right here. Got this ice on my wrist, as they say. I don't actually think anyone says that. Jesus Christ, that knocked me back super far. Electric damage. Alright, I see that it looks like Argazine is currently winning. How many people have voted? 34? The Dex Furus sucks. It does. I'm using it on this loadout for thematic purposes, but I will never really say that it's particularly good. I think we need to get a ribbon for it or something. I picked up a Sigma Noctanus ribbon earlier. It was a crit chance and crit damage. I re-rolled it several times, seeing if I could get one that had a negative, because crit damage and crit chance is good, but Sigma Noctanus has a surprisingly low ribbon disposition. So I wanted to get a negative, but I didn't get my hands on one, unfortunately. So I'm just like, alright, we'll just stick with this. These guys are really, really resistant to me beating the shit out of them, it would appear. I find that to be unfortunate. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of this guy real quick. Watch this. Oh, he immediately hit me with a heavy attack that made me go lifted. That's cringe. Anyway, we'll beat the shit out of this guy real quick. What thematic purpose does it serve? The fact that all of my weapons are the Dex weapons. That's what's thematic. And this branches from the fact that I wanted to use the dual swords because I wanted this loadout to be like Aramusha from For Honor. So it's like, alright, we'll just use the use all of them. It refuses to explain mommy lore? What does that mean? Maybe I missed your chat message. It's the exalted. Yeah, so if you get a strength buff from any source that's like consumable, so like Hardened Wellspring, Sling Strength, energy conversion, when you cast an exalted, that buff stays until you have to get rid of it and cast it again. So yeah, it'll snapshot the buff if you cast it. It's basically at the time of casting is the strength it uses for the whole duration. You know exactly what I mean. I really don't think I do. Icy, I really don't think I do. Snagging some of that shit. There's the Void Angel. I don't really know if I want to fight. Fighting Void Angels in Cascade and Flood is really fucking annoying, especially Steel Path. So I think I'm just going to leave him alone. I've got Zeneric on right now. If I had on, like, Matarai, yeah, I'd go for it. But like this, hell no.
Void saturation causing further complications.
Isn't that true for all channeled abilities? Yes. It isn't. That's not. I guess I probably should have clarified. That's not an Excalibur exclusive thing. Same with like duration-based abilities. Until their duration runs out, they'll use that buff, or the buff at the time of casting. Void Flood. I think we'll go ahead and end the poll. Looks like Argazine was the pretty handy winner. I like how every time, by the way, every time I do Zeraman content on stream, there's just like a massive drop in viewership. People just really hate this shit, I guess. Is the wife alright? She's not actually home right now. I think she's still at work, but she'll probably be home relatively soon. The flip out the community had when Dissipate got nerfed. Honestly, the nerf wasn't even, like, particularly bad. You just have to wait a second before using it again. Because, like, it's funny, too, like, wow, DE is so incompetent. They released an arcane that completely invalidates Xenarek, and then they were like, oh, yeah, so this was supposed to be like a weakened version of Xenarek, not an upgrade. So we're going to nerf it down so that Xenarek still has a place. So like, oh my god, why did they nerf? They, no fun allowed. It's like, bro, we're just going on about how fucking. Never mind. I don't know. I hate our Warframe so much. Is the wife's boyfriend all right? No, I'm not doing... I'm doing pretty poorly. Beat the fuck out of it. I just love watching him get fucking launched, by the way. Good shit, good shit. Alright, you know, this has bored me enough that I'm just gonna move on. Content isn't hard enough, but don't nerf overpowered things. Honestly, the content... That's such a weird divide, too, because there are people that are like, you know, the Archon hunts are way too hard, versus people that are like, the Archon hunts are way too easy. Like, you really can't please everyone, but damn. And the Archon hunts are supposed to be hard. That's why you have a week to do them. Personally, I haven't found the Archon hunts to be particularly bad. They're kind of like a mishmash of sorties, skill path, and arbitrations, which I think is, you know, neat. Skill issue? Yeah. You have to use certain weapons to kill the Archons. Yeah, the real issue is the over-tuning of damage attenuation. I think that's really the problem for most people. If it was skill-based at all, it would be better. Well, then it comes to the question of what counts as skill-based for fucking Warframe, right? Shooting something in the face? I don't know if you expect, like, a Shadow of the Colossus, but, like, I'm not really sure how you make something in Warframe skill-based. If you tag something in a squad and leave it to extract, you keep the tags. I'm not entirely sure what that means. Like a lockpin? Here, I saw a few Sevagoths. We'll switch to Sevagoth too. The JoJo reference loadout. Aiming is a skill most of the Warframe player base doesn't have. I mean, that's true, but at the same time, it's also not super mechanically demanding to point at a boss's head. Will you play other games than Warframe on your channel? I actually have a couple of times. I might in the future. Metal Hellsinger actually came out today. And if it wasn't for the fact that I am going to be dropping money for presents for a friend's birthday that's coming up, I would have bought that shit immediately. I was really looking forward to Metal Hellsinger coming out. Freethinkers with when edgy Sevagoth fit? I mean, yeah. Explain... Message retracted. I read that. I saw that shit, Icy. I saw that shit. You can't hide from me. You can't fucking hide that from me. I don't know what lore you want me to explain. Have you played Outer Wilds? I have not played it, no. I've thought about it, but I haven't played it. It comes with no polarization. I don't remember how many Forma I have on Sevagoth all told. Let me look. I have... Don't look at the build. You guys can laugh later. I have 2 on Sevagoth.
If I may say,
I have 1 on his shadow. And I have 4 on here. Okay. Yeah, I actually played Metal Hellsinger's demo, and I had a lot of fun. Got those damn Velocipods, but my squad refuses to leave. I don't honestly know. Issue go on Overframe. I have grown beyond the need for Overframe. I don't care enough about the numbers. It's like, okay. Might burst DPS. I don't care anymore, man. I really don't. Chat, this is what always happens when I do random streams. You have to partake in some sort of tomfoolery. Fucking syndicate missions. Sure, we'll do a syndicate interception. That'll be entertaining for you guys. Tomfoolery. Yeah, that's his full name. That's from Tom from Tom and Jerry. That's his full name, is Tomfoolery. Get all my builds from Nightmare Frame. I mean, frankly, it's better than me. Call mission. I refuse to do the call mission again. Like I said, I played it for like 2 or 3 hours, finding all of the collectibles and shit. I don't want to do it anymore. I struggled like hell with the cage drive parts. Huh, I don't get this tile that much anymore. I guess didn't even really realize this was still in the game. I don't get this interception tile that much.
This tower is ours now.
I don't know about you guys, but I always get the smaller one. Not complaining, though. I actually really like this one. It's got all the zip lines and shit. From GHS and Tanner
You
Lindbergh.
have captured a radio tower.
Grinding hours for gameplay they don't enjoy. That's how it feels. It's like, I don't know. That's been my stance for a while. If you're disillusioned with the game, take a break. There'll be plenty of new stuff for you to do when you come back, more likely than not. And also, get the fuck off the subreddit and get the fuck off the forums. Those will just make you bitter beyond belief. What the fuck is this? Is this like icy hot gel? I don't really know. What's your opinion on Soulframe? Well, we don't know that much about it. I'll probably give it a try, but I don't really have any opinion until I'm able to actually play it. I wonder if this is one of... It is! This is one of those interception tiles where these can spawn. Nice. There are some, like in a lot of defense and interception missions, Syndicate Medallions don't spawn, but in some tiles they do, and I guess this is one of them. It makes them super easy to find. That was really, really loud. Taking a break and not coming back was the best thing. The woman wants to say hello, unfortunately. I know you guys are very sexist in my chat.
Very rude.
I'm aware. I am also very sexist. I cultivate an audience like myself, if you haven't noticed.
Don't worry, guys. He's loving in person.
That's not true.
That's not true.
Yeah, see? Don't let her fool you. You're not sexist, you're just based. Conflict. Who the fuck is here?
Tower lost.
Woman, please let me out of the basement. I'm the only one with the key.
Tower online.
Say hi. Yeah, welcome. With the specific hi you used makes me concerned that maybe you're just, smoking weed. But, that's whatever. Trying to just kind of scavenge for these insignias. They typically spawn in the edge rooms. I don't see loves Andrew Tate. Yeah, as if. I don't even talk in my Discord that much regardless, so it's not like you can even get any incriminating shit from me there. But no, I am very much not an Andrew Tate kind of man. Also, I know we have some things in common, right? We both hate women, stuff like that. But I still won't identify with Andrew Tate. Is everyone down here? It is. Okay, perfect.
The enemy have taken a tower.
During every update, as always, Veilbreaker 2. Yeah, Zeramin and Veilbreaker music is really good, and the snippet they showed of Duviri's soundtrack also sounds really good.
You have captured a radio tower.
Did you not have a punchline set up for this joke, Eden? I don't feel like you did. Also, this fuck-ass zipline. Do you guys see this? I can't... I'm stuck. Why? Why me? Okay, so the shadow is stuck. That's cool. Hamburger.
Tower lost. This tower is ours.
Mussolini's even cooler. Jesus Christ. What was that time one guy called me Aryan kid, and that was like the fucking funniest chat message I've ever received. That was a good fucking meme.
Tower captured. Beginning stream decode now.
Just to look at Jesus Christ. Sometimes I log into Warframe just to marvel at the skyboxes. I don't know if my stream wants to see me fucking do that again for the 40th time. Or not treasure hunting. I imagine they're probably not going to be stealth-based. It sounded like in the like forum post about it, or the patch notes for it, it sounds like they're going to be, you know, more of like what we saw in the quest. I don't know if they had to start with the stealth mission, but whatever. These horny Warframe player. What the fuck is that blueprint? You start speaking enchanting table?
Capture and decode.
Opinions on Pazul? Yeah, rip animation there. I think Pazul's a neat character. I mean, I want to see him like advanced upon more. He hasn't really been around for that long. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Panwit. I mean, I would disagree that my content is good, but you know, I'm not one to argue. I'm not one to turn a compliment down, let's put it that way.
The enemy have captured a tower.
Pasta Fazul. No, I posted that video the other day, which I'm a little annoyed that it got so many views so quickly for being something I literally made in 5 minutes. But just of one of Pazul's lines from the Archon hunt this week that like actually freaked me the fuck out when I first heard it. Like, Warframe isn't a game that has ever really scared me. Even in like things like Chains of Harrow and stuff, I was never really like disturbed by it. But that line actually threw me for a loop. I was like, what the fuck did I just hear? Yeah, that was some weird shit. That was some weird shit. Hasta Fazul, I am a fool. Fuck this guy. The line was way out of left field. That thing was broke. Yeah, it's especially as well because there's like the theory that like Era is like the ram head that he wears is like a separate entity, which Lotus kind of implied in the first week's Archon hunt, or the first Archon hunt of week 1. Is that like he and the ram that he wears are two different entities that should have different memories and things like that. And so it's like, well, I hope that this gets elaborated on. That is not how I'm supposed to hold that. That's fine though, I guess. In 2000, what the fuck? Are you saying that fucking Pazul is actually based on a like terrorist? Are you subscribed to Floppa Shorts? I don't actually know. These guys. I gotta go to C real quick. See these nuts. I got them. Call it a dead worm. Because Khalid seemed to be the most intelligent of the bunch. I mean, for a Grenier, he's definitely intelligent, but I just wonder if, because we have 3 weekly rotating missions for Khal, right? I wonder if there's going to be any like clear resolution to, you know, Pazul or any special thing involving that, or if it's just going to be like, yeah, these are 3 like Radiant missions almost, and just the Pazul thing we'll just address later. Pazul's going halal mode. What about Naira's backstory? I think it's kind of cool that Lotus talks about the Archons and like her experiences with them while she was still Nata. Oh dear. Ooh, advanced tech? Barely made that in time. Is he really horny? I don't think so. I don't know people like actually shipping Call and Daughter, and it's like, bro, it's a fucking a tube rat and a blue girl, okay? Calm down. Or a vat rat, sorry. That was straight up Daughter just dropping slurs left and right. These guys out of here.
You have successfully decoded the message.
Well, we did it, guys. We completed the Syndicate Interception mission. That was really hard. Yo, Sigma's ship Call and Chipper. It seems like Chipper doesn't really like Call that much. I actually wonder if there's any... Hold on. You guys might know about this already. There's actually a little terminal behind Call with some special dialogue that you can, like, play if you interact with it. I wonder if there's any new this week. I didn't actually check. Oh, there is. Okay, spoiler warning, I suppose.
That was a pleasing enough distraction. And Mother appears to have forgotten about my misdemeanors in light of what my brother has been up to.
Call and brothers, not slaves.
What?
No captains. No queens. Look around. Just Call and brothers. Today, just us. Tomorrow, much more. Call and brothers, not slave clones. Not any more.
No. No, I suppose you're not, are you?
Emergency! Camp under attack! Worm Condrick sighted! Send assistance! Emergency!
Call, what the fuck?
Test done. Emergency channel work fine.
Bruh.
Brothers, stand down.
We are going to have words about this.
Octillionaire grind set. I really like just with the way, you know, Call's character is kind of simplistic, like mentally, right? Where you have that, like, it's very clear that what Daughter said to him in the quest still affects him, which is why he just kind of goes off on tangents like that. I find that really interesting, where it's like, despite his demeanor, he's still very much bothered by the way she treated him.
Finish chores.
Come on, mate. Nothing fancy, but top shelf in my book.
I like Chipper. He's got a very different design from every other Solaris. There's also, you guys might know this,
No worries.
you can actually clip your camera into his body. I don't know the particular methodology, but yeah. So he's in there. I honestly wonder if Steel Meridian is aware of Call. You'd think they would be, but maybe not. Maybe he's, you know, he's too much of a lone wolf, too much of a Sigma male, if you will. Feel like I'm missing out. I mean, honestly, I'm so used to using the Orbiter. I'm such an idiot. I'm sorry you guys had to witness that. I tried to hit leave, like leave area, forgetting that the Drifter camp is considered an operations camp. I'm just going to switch back to this while I'm fixing this. So I just immediately closed my game like an idiot, because I keep forgetting that that's how the Drifter camp works. Anyways, we'll just go ahead and we'll just, any of the syndicates were plot relevant anyway? I mean, that's a good question. The last time I think was like fucking Pyrus Project, maybe. Okay, we'll go ahead and switch back. You know, I could murder the stream with the funny cam if you guys want. If the stream would start working. There we go. At the max rank, maybe? Probably. Okay. So we're going to go back to the orbiter, because that's just how I am. We got this lovely skybox. I find it interesting you guys can see all these, like, lights. You know, I'm not sure if that's just the Grenier foothold, or if it's just, like, there are more colonies that just kind of are out there. Warframe really never addresses that, I feel like. It's like a lot of the stuff that we do is, you know, in order to help those colonies, but the only ones that we encounter are, like, Cetus, Fortuna, and, the Myconians. It's like, yeah, we don't really care enough to show any of the others. I guess maybe, like, the relays could house people, because I don't know if you guys ever noticed this.
Excellent.
Let's pay a visit to one real quick. One of the OG relays, because I don't think they've ever changed this.
Safe and sound.
What is a Myconian? Those are the people in the Glass Gambit quest. The, like, Eris colony that would harvest infested.
Pressure
So,
within catalytic arteries has been optimized.
yeah, Sai, I don't care. If you go in here and look up, you'll see that there's a lot of stuff going on up here. There's a bunch of ships and whatnot moving around. So my sort of theory is that beyond, you know, the relays... Oh, wow, they didn't actually make a card for that. So you can actually... Or the card's not long enough. Anyways, just with all the random NPCs around and shit, I think it's potentially the case that maybe relays also serve as, like, some form of colony for people, and that's why all these dudes are hanging out, right? But... Oh, yeah, I can just murder my stock real quick. But yeah, it's like we never really address the colonies or like just the regular humans, right? Which is almost completely covered in cities. I know that there was a theory that maybe that was like where the ancient city that Parvos talks about building, Corposium, was, or maybe even still is. Female relay workers, no reason to be caked up like that. Jesus Christ. Yeah, at least horny Warframe player right there. Because there's well, here, continuing my little discussion, we'll talk about this. Ranks 9 to 11, you say? Never really felt lived into me. I mean, that's the thing, is that, so, like, something on Mars that I wish we would explore more is that this is, you know, we've got all this Grenier architecture here, right? But it's all built on the ruins of the Phobians, which were kind of talked about in Sands of Inaros. So you have all of this, yeah, like these pillars and whatnot. These buildings are all, like, you know, ruins of some civilization that used to be on Mars, or some colony that used to be on Mars. And I think it's kind of a bummer that we've never really explored that more outside of Sands of Inaros, because I think it's pretty cool. Honestly, I would love to see a Mars open world at some point, but I feel like DE is kind of like, with the amount of people that actually were just straight up upset about Deimos coming out, I don't think they're going to do that again. At least not in the same style.
The reactor will have tight security. Watch out for enemy patrols.
World building. I don't think that the world building of Warframe is necessarily weak. I just think that a lot of the cool parts of it are never elaborated on, or never really, like, explicitly given the spotlight, right? Like, all of this, like, architecture is really cool, but it serves, like, such a negligible purpose, right? It's like it's not even there for most players, because the whole, you know, aesthetic of the Grenier, you know, taking over these ruins and whatnot is really neat. It's just that most people don't care. There's also an asteroid base in the skybox. I don't know why that's there or why it's so fucking close, but, you know, it exists. And that's, yeah, one of those things where it's like, why is that there? But the game just doesn't care. It's like, Wait, people were pissed at Heart of Deimos? Yes. People were mad because they didn't want another open world. A lot of people complain about the open world formula and that kind of thing. Personally, it didn't bother me. But a lot of people, same with Angels, when they were like, another syndicate. It's like, dude, this game, that's how you progress through things, is syndicates, okay? If you're mad about another syndicate being added, I don't know what to fucking tell you. That's how it's been for, like, the past 5 years. Maybe Phobos. Phobos we can actually see in the skybox. It's not. It's just some asteroid base, presumably. Why is the stream stuttering? I don't have any notifications of it stuttering. I'm not sure if I am having a fucking bandwidth issue at the moment. Yeah, Phobos is over there. And it looks normal. This skybox was just recently redone. In fact, as we discovered on a prior stream, we can get a little bit closer. What's different from the other two to be unique? That's the thing, is that I feel like the planes for Tuna and Deimos are all distinct in their own way, despite following the same general formula. People will just screech about how they're all too similar and, you know, content islands and this and that and the other thing. It's like, man, I don't really give a shit, but if that's how the majority of the community is going to act. Then again, with all of the drama surrounding Veilbreaker, I'm legitimately just convinced. Like, I would not normally say this, but I want DE to just stop listening to the people that play their game at this point. Now, people will make an argument if they ever listened in the first place. But it's like, yeah, the amount of people bitching that this stuff in Veilbreaker is, you know, too hard or not hard enough or, you know what, it's like, okay. This is just a clusterfuck. People are just complaining to complain. Isn't Duviri open world? Yeah, but it's not going to follow the same open world, like, structure. Or Valis when Q Mountain walks in. Real. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and just nuke this guy real quick. Just, there we go. Go ahead and depart so we can get a little bit of a closer look at Phobos. Surprised they actually had enough time to roll through that there, because I was slowed. Okay.
It won't be bothering us anymore. Let's get out of here.
This game to me was one of the best in gaming. People used to say that about Rainbow Six Siege, if you guys would believe it. Rainbow Six Siege actually had a really positive community at one point in time. Roll through knockdowns, this entry. So yeah, we're a little bit closer to Phobos now. Different angle. And yeah, Phobos is pretty much normal. It's not like an asteroid base. It does bother me, as pretty as this new skybox is, nothing is moving. It feels very static. Is great if you're not a woman. Nah, it's like any competitive shooter. That shit's toxic as fuck now. Where are you? Oh, he's right here. What's up, dude? He doesn't know I'm about to just, like, fucking smash him over the head with, like, a fucking hammer. He's, like, out here. He's, like, waiting for me. He's gonna, you know, jump scare me. He's gonna do a little prank. I'm just right behind him. What's the giant impact crater on Phobos? Well, that's just kind of like... Phobos is a moon, yeah, but it's also not, like, big enough to create its own, to become, like, spherical. So it looks a little misshapen, let's put it that way. Deimos is also a lot smaller than Phobos in real life, but because of all the infested nonsense, it seems to be similar in size now.
Stand by while I analyze the intelligence profiles of the grid.
Hate this community now. The impressive thing is that you ever liked it to begin with, Jordan.
Enjoy this witticism.
It doesn't take long for most people, I don't feel like, to start becoming very dejected. Really likes you. Yeah, I don't see him this often either, typically. Yo, Caliban? Hold on. I know what I have to do. I don't know how I buffered that roll. Alright, we're gonna do Caliban. Also, because I just want to show the skyboxes more. When are we ever going to fight Nephanio? At this point, I don't really expect it to happen ever. I used to really like the Warframe community, and now I hate it. And that's just kind of how it is, I feel like. Like, when you get into a game community and you start to, like, adopt, you know, you absorb all the memes and whatnot, and it's like, yeah, this is fun. And then you start getting into your higher level player, the politics of the game start affecting your experience more, and you start to grow more and more bitter. either bitter because you join in on that political discussion and agree with the majority of people about how the game is terrible, or you become dejected because you don't agree with the community and feel like you can't even talk positively about a game that you enjoy in its own community. This happens with a lot of games, but with Warframe it's particularly egregious.
There's no telling what the captors are doing to our rescue target.
Did you know why years ago sentience used to spawn in Neptune? No, I guess I was unaware of that. Is it just me or is this tile set darker than normal? This seems darker than normal. Ow.
Stay focused.
I gotta rescue the dude. Yeah, this seems... The lighting here seems a lot moodier than I'm used to. What the fuck? Am I going insane? This area is way brighter normally, isn't it? I don't know, maybe I'm going fucking nuts. It wouldn't be the first time.
We're approaching the holding area. Careful. If the wardens detect you, they will surely initiate the execution sequence. A captive will be in one of these cells.
The lighting was reworked a bit lately. I'm not entirely sure. I just feel like that room was normally a lot brighter than that.
We're running out of time.
Just use ciphers to piss off my audience. There we go. Oh, we got the female target. I find her to be a lot more annoying than the male one. Not just because, you know, I'm a fucking raging misogynist, according to the Cool Kid lore, right? But mostly because I just find her lines to be a lot more insufferable.
I need a weapon.
Yeah, it's like, I don't remember asking you. I'm getting you out of here. You don't need shit. Like, the male hostage, you know, is nice. He's like, you know, I can watch your back. Or like, thank you for rescuing me. Where the female's like, I got some scores to settle. You know, give me a weapon. Like, fuck you. I'm not giving you shit. It's like, let's go. Oh no, it's the female. I hope that doesn't get clipped. It probably will, but I hope it doesn't. Fucking hell. Oh yeah, I forgot I was still okay. Yeah, I like this skybox too. A lot of the skyboxes got overhauled a while back. The galleons look a little bit out of place to me, but this was, I think, Corpus Railjack. Changed Ceres and Uranus as well, kind of out of nowhere. I really, by the way, just as an aside, I would really, really like to see more Proxima regions. I don't know about you guys, but the quantity that we have right now, I just find to be a bit of a bummer.
Tenno on deck.
Because right now, like, this is the Railjack map, right? I really want to see, like, Ceres, Jupiter, Uranus. Like, I would like to see more. We had a skybox for Mercury and the fucking Sun in the new war, but those haven't been added. But I'd really like to see more on this map. Ideally, eventually the whole star chart would be here. I don't expect that to ever happen, though. I would just like it to be expanded to more of the major planets. You know, Mars, Ceres. Ceres is technically not a planet, but shut the fuck up. Jupiter, Uranus, you know, that kind of thing. Doing a skybox review. I mean, that's just what my streams always devolve into, is skybox review. Deimos Proxima would be cool. I would like to see infested Railjack, or even just more sentient Railjack. You just fucking die as Sun Proxima. A lot of people theorize that Pregasa was going to become a new location that you could visit using the sentient tile set. Kind of bummed that never happened. Top 10 skyboxes. I mean, I do have a favorite skybox. I do definitely play favorites. Let's equip Ghost. I do definitely play favorites. I think anyone who's watched this channel for long enough would already know it's the Saturn VI skybox. Tau Planet didn't get added. I don't think it ever will. I really like the Saturn VI skybox. I'm really kind of sad that we never get to see it in any missions. Because this location's hella cool. Yeah, I really, really like... The music here is also really, like, haunting. and the thrusters on that don't move because of it, and you know, the night wave. But this is a really pretty skybox. I like it very much. An atmosphere railjack Jupiter. I actually said that I wanted there to be a submarine version of railjack on Uranus. People got really, really annoyed with that suggestion. But I think it'd be cool. Imagine getting to explore the oceans, because, like, I want to make something very clear for people. When we play missions on Uranus, we are not on the planet itself. We are on some undisclosed, nondescript moon. I've shown this so many times on stream, it might be a waste of time to do it again, but if you look in the skybox, you can see the planet. But still, I think it would be really cool if we could have railjack exploring the ocean. That is all. Raid Cool Kid Squad. Sorry, I'm on solo. Tough luck. You want Sharkwing to be used again? Like, if they removed the movement penalty on Sharkwing, and then introduced it as like a railjack but submersible, that would be cool as hell, in my opinion. For example, railjack only survival. Yeah, railjack also does kind of suffer from a limited game mode set. I wonder what Rose is up to. Still got Styanax on. Let's, what do we send, chat? What do we send? What do we say? Barf emoji? Is that a thing? Okay, we'll send that.
Operator? Ordis wonders, what are you thinking about?
Worship Baruch? I swear to God, right? Like, no you? Ah, fuck. You know, I have my favorites when it comes to Warframes, but I swear to God, Baruch players are another breed of simping for their fucking character. Like, I get it, Baruch is really good. I don't want to hear about it anymore. Any new drip? I mean, not particularly. How long has a stream been going for? Almost 2 hours? That's fucking sad. Or something related to the new war. I just wish that the Sentients had their own tile set as some sort of staying power. They have a lot of cool enemy variants and stuff that are borderline Easter eggs at this point. And yes, I am just loading into the plains to run around as Gauss because it's, you know, entertaining. I can go ahead and load up a bounty, I guess. I know this is not the most effective way to traverse an open world, but I don't really care. Aim and Gus. Time critical question? I don't know why there'd be a time-sensitive question. I would guess that he probably can't, because he's like a monk, you know, so he's abstinent. Except for when he just goes apeshit periodically, but that's not important.
A high-ranking Grineer commander landed on the plains hours ago.
Haven't ever seen the sentient portal guys. I believe they spawn in Orphix.
The commander is having special supplies sent in just for him. Intercept the shipment.
Where you switch to Narmer. I would like to see more Narmer-centric content, even with Veilbreaker. They does still kind of feel like they're not like that prevalent, I guess. Like most of the world has kind of just moved on from Narmer's existence. But I guess we'll have to see. You know, there's still 2 more weekly call missions. Never know what could happen.
Supplies are dropping now. Destroy them.
Used to see them telling everyone to play Nezha. Yeah, that is how it feels. Like if Nezha comes up in conversation, people just are like, yeah, you should play Nezha. You should play Nezha's actually really good. He's really underrated. You should play Nezha. I don't know, there are some like mains of characters that just seem to not shut the fuck up about them. Baruch Wisp is another one, as if it's not like an extremely common thing to play a shit ton of that character.
Here comes the supply.
I don't know. I've said before, I'm not much of like a person to main a character. I just kind of play everyone depending on who I want to play. But some people that like main a character, they can make it a bother. Roz DM me in game. Have you considered the Conclave for your streams? I don't know if I want to suffer through the Conclave. I know there was an idea to do like a Conclave thing with the Discord, but I feel like that's... I just blew up a fucking animal, didn't I? That was kind of something I feel like BNP had capitalized on before I ever did. For reworks like Chroma / Valk. I remember that there were plans to rework Chroma at one point, but that just kind of went like radio silent afterwards. It's like, yeah, we're just not going to bring that up ever again. Which, frankly, I think the rework for Chroma would just be that, please make him not a cooldown simulator. It's kind of the same way for Mesa, to be honest, even though she's good enough and regulators are actually fun, so it doesn't matter as much to people. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm getting stuck in shit. Where? Oh, here he is. I was like, where the fuck is this guy?
Grab it so I can call in the drop.
Then it got nerfed, right? Then what got nerfed? I've already moved on mentally from what the fuck I was just talking about.
That's the last pod. Destroy the supplies. Comms just lit up. The commander's subordinates
Modern
are
Warfare
all
2
trying to
stream.
deflect blame. Let's see if they drop any more intel.
Pulling up, rolling out.
Intel suggests the
What?
commander has released surveillance
Okay, I guess we're
drones
going this
onto planes
way.
to complete his assessment. Find one and bring it to me.
50 Endo Insane reward. HLX. To convince you to play the Conclave. / ignore?
The drone is nearby. Find it and hack
Fun
it.
fact, the drone always spawns in the middle of this area.
That's it.
The search radius isn't even that much of a radius, just go to the middle. Or before you even enter the search radius, when it's still like a little mission marker. What's Chroma based on again?
More Grenier inbound. Don't let
I
them
already know what you're trying to do to me, Rose, so I'm just going to turn it around on you. He's based on a dragon, as in Dragon D's nuts across your face. Ha, got him. I ain't falling for that shit. Yeah, you may have tried, but I already knew. You're gonna have to step up your game. He's based on what? Yeah, based on a dragon, as in Dragon D's nuts across your face. Fuck, I stepped in the water. Why is this so slow? Look at this motherfucker, like, please. I'm being bombed at the minute. Think any of those will hit? Yeah, I didn't think so either. Have you played Elden Ring? No. Because 4 is just a dragon's pelt. I mean, yeah, that's true. Technically, Chroma and, like, the dragon he wears are kind of two separate entities. Please, Mr. Grenier. Yeah, die, thank you. In Minecraft, of course. We don't support, you know, we don't mock people here on the Crooked stream. This has never been a bully or politics stream. Those two things have never happened. But you can bully the Warframe subreddit. That is an exception. You are allowed to do that. Oh my god, are you fucking with me right now? I was gonna say, move your ass over the rock, you fucking idiot. You can bully this drone too, actually. No, goodbye, Roz. Thank you for stopping by. Fuck this. I shouldn't be doing that with Exceltra after the ammo changes, even with Carrier. That's just... I'm doing it again, though. Got him. Got me bricked up.
They're sending another wave to take out the drone. Stay vigilant.
Death threats. Play Conclave or I'll pay Tapato to steal your floof collection. I'm sorry, but Conclave is just AIDS. Guess I'll have to come back next week. Yeah, that's kind of how it feels right now. It's like I still do my sortie each day, just kind of as something to do. But the current state of the content is just come back once a week. Gonna go to bed. Bye. Farewell, Blueprint. Thanks for stopping by.
Our commander has run options.
When are Queen memes allowed on the Discord again? Technically today, but to be honest with you guys, I still think it's really shitty to make fun of her a week after she died. Like, I get that she's a major figure, but I still find it to be very disrespectful. Regardless, I know that I can't keep it under control forever, so we just agreed after a week we would allow it again. Or rather, you wouldn't get muted. I'll still think less of you. And I know Zaki also said if someone just starts spamming Queen memes that he was probably going to mute them again. And, you know, I think that's reasonable. Some are, I mean, I agree some are genuinely funny. It's just that a lot of them are also straight up disrespectful. Some people on the internet are so fucking desensitized to, like, you know, being edgy that they don't even understand. In a Discord I was in, someone posted a meme using footage of the New Zealand mosque shooting, the Christchurch shooting, the day it fucking happened. And that really pissed me off. It's like, tragedy plus time equals comedy, folks. Plus time, not the day of. People were posting memes on my Discord about the Queen 11 minutes after the story broke. It's like, calm the fuck down, please. I don't mean to get so fired up, but that shit just bothers me. It will never mean so much to me. I mean, yeah, frankly, this is just my opinion, but that kind of thing bothers me. Gauss can walk on water. His one allows him to sprint across it, but he cannot walk on it normally. Memes were made in advance. I mean, they were, but still, I find it disrespectful to post a meme about, you know, Doom Guy in Hell looking for Queen Elizabeth 11 minutes after she died. Her ghost was still warm. I understand your point of view. I mean, I agree that some people use it as a coping mechanism to make jokes, but a lot of that shit was just straight up disrespectful. Like, I don't care if you don't like the Queen or if you thought that she was, you know, a bad person or something like that. But I still think it's disrespectful to the people that were close to her or to the people that actually, like... It's like having a celebrity that you like die, where it's like that'll clearly affect you in some capacity. Royal fixation is kind of a thing for a lot of people there. But yeah, like, I feel like... Just, I would appreciate some respect when someone dies for the people that would be affected by that kind of thing. I remember when, I think it was, Kobe Bryant died? My younger brother was a really big fan of him, and was really fucking distraught at all the people making fun of him literally the day that he died. It's like, at least give these people's, like, families and fans a little bit of time. Beating the shit out of the Queen? I don't get that because of the royal family lore? Yeah. The phrase read the room is very important. I mean, I agree with that too. If you make memes about the Queen with your friends, I don't really care, but my Discord, it's not a public place necessarily. Anyone can join it, but I wouldn't say it's like a public space. But at the same time, there are people there. It's like, I don't know, if you like make a racist joke with your friends, I can't, you know, I'm not going to stop you. And as long as you all know that it's a joke and don't use that to reinforce some sort of like legitimate bigotry or stereotype, I don't care. But if you go ahead and make the same racist joke in a Discord with like 1,000 people, there are people that aren't going to realize you're fucking joking or not be comfortable with that shit. So there's you know, an element of understanding your audience, right? There are jokes I would not make on stream that I would make with my friends, because my friends and I all get that it's a joke. We're all on the same page. Unbased cool kid. Listen, I make plenty of racy humor, okay? I said that Volt was Mike Pence's favorite Warframe, but there is still shit I would not say on stream. Because there's an element of knowing your audience. There's an element of reading the room, like was said. This is just me ranting about general shit again on stream because I've run out of things to do. This is not the politics stream, by the way. No, we're probably delving into the realm of the pseudo-political. Fucking Kubas are up for 30 minutes, bruh. Please explain, I do not get it. Defending the honor of the royal house. I don't care about the royals that much. It's just that there are people that do. And I want to at least give them some space for a little while. Also, for the Volt Mike Pence joke, I will not discuss too much of politics or how much truth any of this is founded in. But there is a long-running joke about Mike Pence wanting to use electrotherapy to convert gay people. That's the joke. That's all I'm going to say about that. yeah, that mock recent deaths. I agree with Zocti on that front. I even said specifically it's not the Queen in particular, it's just that this is such a major event that this is when it kind of had to come up, but it's like, please be respectful of people that just fucking died. That's all I ask. Politics stream when? Maybe one day. Have I watched the Cyberpunk anime? No. I'm gonna go ahead and start winding things down. We're kind of out of stuff to do, and I'm just kind of ranting about dumb shit. We'll go ahead and switch to a different fit in the meantime. We'll leave on the Volt. I think that's probably fine. Go ahead and start winding down a bit here. Completely inaccurate posts get on Reddit. It sucks, doesn't it? It sucks of just people posting straight up wrong shit on Reddit. I'm super edgy. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I like I said, if you're in a group of people that is also edgy and is okay with that kind of humor being made and those kinds of boundaries being crossed. But like, I don't think I would walk into like a Walmart and make a racist joke. I feel like that's a little inappropriate. Sorry for making you rant. It's not necessarily your fault. It's just something I want to make clear for people. There's more of it's time to reunite Ireland. I mean, yeah. Dripping like a broken sink? What the fuck? But yeah, it's like, there was someone who got mad at me for making a 9/11 joke in the Angels of the, or the Void Armageddon video. And I'm like, I'm gonna be real with you. People were making 9/11 jokes before I was born. And I was born 5 months after 9/11. So, like... I don't know. That's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it's still a tragedy, obviously, but I think that there's less of a line to be crossed over time. That's just my opinion, obviously, and several people will definitely disagree with that take. Some people will think that you shouldn't joke about tragedy at all. Some people will think that anything is fair game regardless of circumstance. I'm a bit more in the middle on that one. Black people? That's the joke, ladies and gentlemen. Just black people. Racist humor. Dudes be like, yeah, my humor's pretty dark, and then they'll just say the N-word. We live in a society. I'm older than you? Yeah, I'm only 20. I've talked about this before. It's a spectrum. I still think anything could be a joke. I mean, I agree that humor shouldn't have any limits. But there's still a line for what is comfortable for people. And I still think there's an element of knowing your audience. Like, yeah, I don't think you should be, like, you know, arrested for making a joke or some shit. But, like, if someone's uncomfortable with the joke you're making, I think it's more respectful to them to not make that joke. Black people be like, white people be like. Cool kid is an Aquarius. I think that's actually accurate. Because I was born in February. My skin is too pale to use the N-word casually. Damn. Cool kid gets arrested for hate speech. I live in the States, right? That's not a thing for us yet. I don't live in the UK. YouTube people be like... I said, I'm going on an unrelated semi-political rant, but I want to make my stance on that clear regarding the thing on the Discord, because it was like a legitimate drama. Please remove the sigil. No. It was like a legitimate drama that I had made that request, and it's like, guys, if you want to make jokes, if you didn't like the person, you know, that's fine. Please don't do it here, because there are people here that this does affect, and I would like you to at least give them some space before we decide we're going to, you know, do this kind of thing. That's just my stance on the matter. I said, you can agree or disagree, that's fine. I just want to make that clear. And I've went on like a 15-minute rant because someone asked about it, but everyone's favorite time. It's like, I don't post my opinions about these things on Twitter, so I have to rant on them at the end of a stream instead. Am I very late? I hate to tell you this, Oreo, but we're about to end. We're about to end the stream, so late is certainly a way to describe it. What does that mean? I can say the N-word? I mean, that depends. If you want to say that your source for something is Hitler, that might be kind of rough. If someone's like, why do you say the N-word? And you're like, oh yeah, well, Hitler said that Slavs aren't white. Like, do you really want your source to be Hitler? You missed the political stream? Kind of. Nuance is everything with edgy humor. Gotta know who, what, and where. Yeah, I agree. There's an element of it's a sensitive subject for people sometimes, and you gotta know when to say it. Like, if you go to a comedy show or something like that, or an environment where you can expect those jokes, that's one thing, but I feel like in, like, a more public setting, I'm just asking for a baseline level of respect. We're still pretty edgy in my fucking Discord, okay? Let's be real here. But the white Power Ranger fandom is dying out. Fuck Zodiac, what's your Archon? I don't even know what that means. Roz, I already formed my Ash. I already complied. Fucking ignored. Blocked. No, you can't say the N-word, Goofy. What the? Not again. Ash Prime. Watch this, guys. Watch this. Perfect. Perfect. Inner peace. Inner peace. Forma Arcwing. I already did before the stream started. Start slandering minorities. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I have plenty edgy humor, especially when I was younger. I had, like, your traditional, like, high school, just absolute shitter humor. When I was in high school. There's still clips on the internet of that, which someone will eventually find and cancel me with, but, it's not like I'll deny that it happened. Make it the same color as the electricity. But, isn't it funnier when I don't? Also, I think that I actually originally did. I don't know why, come to think of it, I don't know why it's blue. What is my energy color for this? Whatever this orange is. I'll just favorite it so I can find it. Huh, I don't know why this is set to blue. Normally I would set it to, like... Oh, no, that's the... I need the energy color. Normally I'd set it like that. Huh.
Excellent.
Peculiar.
Operator, please return.
Covered in blood.
Safe and
Sigil stays, though, sorry. Remember when you could harass people? It wasn't funny, people were just racist? Yeah, that was basically it. Canceling with stuff that happened decades ago. Yeah, I'm gonna get canceled because there's a clip on the internet of when I was like 16 or 17 saying some edgy shit. I don't care, though. I will do it again. If someone wants to cancel me with a clip of me saying the N-word, I'll do it again. That's a joke, by the way. You're like 20? Yeah, that's correct. I think I'll leave it for another minute or two here. Look at the 220 on the stream before I pull in the plug. Video was 2 years ago. I don't know if I said a couple of years ago. That's more of a generalization. I think that the clip in particular that I'm talking about is like 3 or 4 years old. But it's funny because, like, with my friends, we all have enough, like, clips of each other saying questionable shit that if one of us decided to cancel the other, that's mutually assured destruction. It's like Sabuchi and Trib. It's like if one of them wanted to try and sink the other's ship, they have to be ready for their ship to start filling with water, you know what I'm saying? Christ, you just said the N-word. Yeah, dudes be like, you wouldn't survive Modern Warfare 2 lobbies and then get mad when a woman is the protagonist of a video game. When do you think you'll stop playing Warframe? I mean, I don't know, that depends. I've been playing this game for a long-ass time. I don't know if I'll stop because I'm, like, tired of it, or if I'll stop because they drop support. But, I mean, I'm in it for, the foreseeable future, I'll put it that way. Mommy lore when? I still don't know what that means. Kids today wouldn't survive old Modern Warfare 2 or Halo 3 lobbies. Have you seen some of the shit they say to each other in Fortnite and shit, though? Like, that shit is still really, like, vitriolic and bigoted and shit. You see, like, fucking, like, Warzone lobbies? It's still pretty bad. It's still pretty bad. I think it's less personal than it used to be, but it's still pretty bad. Stopped playing video games 6 months ago. That's probably for the best. Kids today wouldn't survive. If only that were true, Zach. If only that were true. Like 2 inches from incel. I grew in fucking Quake 3 and Counter-Strike. Dude, CS, like, lobbies even still are toxic as shit. It's so fucking funny. I was playing CSGO with some friends, and this guy on the enemy team, anytime he killed someone, he would just type question marks in the chat. So in response, every time we killed him, we would type question marks in the chat. And we fucking won that match. And he was so fucking bad. It was so fucking funny. That's some good shit. I don't know. I'm not particularly toxic. But if someone decides they're going to, you know, they want to throw down, I'll stoop to their level if I think it's funny. If you're gonna get really tilted over a video game, sometimes I'm just gonna egg you on a little bit. Should have spammed exclamation point. $1984 frame. Kids today wouldn't survive the Black Death. Probably not. I can't really dispute the accuracy of that claim. I have no direct evidence, let's say, that would be the case, but I think that's a reasonably well-founded claim, I think. Say sorry after every kill. Yeah, that's one of the options. That now, isn't it? I'm not toxic, but can speak the language. I mean, I'm not gonna be, like, deliberately unironically toxic or, like, flip my shit on people. I'm just gonna use the toxic shit they do to me against them, because it's funny. I think I've said this before, but there was an incident in Counter-Strike where my cousin Nick was playing, and somehow this guy found out his address and read Nick his own address. Nick doesn't know how he did this, but he looked up the guy's username and found it was linked to a Facebook account, so he just read the guy's address right back to him, and that shut him up for the rest of the match. I'm like, damn. Just go liberal and then not respond. Based. Say sorry after every kill IRL. I'll say that to the police. Kids today wouldn't survive being fucking murdered. But yeah, I don't just shit like that is when it's like, you know, I'm not toxic particularly. You guys might notice I don't like outwardly rage on my streams or anything like that. I'm just not really that kind of person. But when someone wants to, you know, when someone wants to go low, I'll go lower. Are those 20 kills here in the room with us? Fucking hell. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and start winding things, you know, down to a close. Kids today wouldn't survive anthrax. So for, you know, my typical housekeeping shit, I don't know if I'm actually gonna leave this VOD up on the main channel. I might just go ahead and throw it in the VOD playlist to spare people from listening to my political rant about how I would like you know, people to not disrespect the dead or understand the kind of people they're around before making a joke that could be considered controversial. But I think I'm just going to throw this in the VOD playlist, which you can also find in the description or in the playlists tab on my channel. There's a donation link down there, but frankly, don't use it. There is a Discord that you can join if you want to suffer severe brain damage. I don't know what else is there to even say, really. I see it every time a new person joins the Discord. I just think of my mods just, like, you know, getting stressed out of the possibility they're going to be, like, insanely racist or something. You know, you never know. It could happen. It could happen to anyone. Kids today won't. I lose brain cells with Discord every day. Yeah, I do too, frankly. I do too. But you can join the Discord. I don't know. If you're not subscribed, which I highly doubt, I mean, you can, but, like, my content kind of sucks. So, you know, that's up to you. You can like the stream if you're also, you know, brain damaged. You have a fucking 2-inch dent in your skull. If you were dropped down the stairs as a child, then feel free to like the stream. Yeah, like and subscribe if you're were dropped down the stairs as a kid. That's gonna be my new like stipulation. Make sure to like and sub if you're fucking brain damaged. But yeah, you can watch VODs. There's a link in the description to the Discord, a link in the description to the VOD playlist, a link in the description to the donation thing. I don't know. Thank you all again for the support on the Weird and Obscure Stuff Volume 7. It's my best performing video in its, like, launch period to date. So there's that. I don't know. I might fuck around in the Discord a little bit later. I'm not super active over there, so I might, you know, decide to do a little bit of trolling. But streams every Sunday. This is just one of the sort of off-the-wall ones that I do from time to time. But streams every Sunday. Next video whenever. Yeah, that's all. See ya.